Hi, this is Christina at Classical but Relevant, and I wanted to talk to you about reviewing our Latin. So for Cycle 3, we are doing Latin, John 1 through 7 in English and in Latin, and the kids have learned the vocabulary first, and then the rules, and then now they're just learning to recite it. So I've noticed that my kids have memorized most of the scripture by song, partly because they listen to it every week as part of our community. We all listen to the same song. But there's a few like trouble spots. Partly, I think, because they're not reading the words and the words haven't been necessarily introduced to them before learning the song. And so I'm going to have my daughter, who's working on Memory Masters, actually read it as she's singing until it just really gets in her head. So she's not skipping a few words, she's not mumbling through a few words or mispronouncing a few words. And another activity that we're going to do is we printed out just all of the Latin written out with no English, and I'm left a lot of space, and they're going to go through and translate each word. So I think for the older kids, especially those who are going into challenge soon, just seeing the word for word translation, and that it's not always the same word order, but that you can translate each word and make sure that they're connecting the English with the Latin and the Latin with the English. And sometimes when you just memorize by song, you're not doing that. But I think it is fun to memorize things by song. And then the other thing, of course, we've done throughout the semester is we made our own Latin flashcards, and we're doing just review the flashcards so that from English to Latin and Latin to English, they need to know both. And they don't need to just be able to rattle them off in order, but they need to know them out of order. I think that's important, especially for those who are going into challenge and are really going to learn Latin. They don't want to just learn it as a list, but really have a mastery of it. That's what Memory Master is all about. So if you want to check out a couple of my blog posts about Latin, there's some copywork links. There's the song link. There's the way you can just print out the thing so that they can translate it. And there's an article about flashcards. So I'll see you later. This is Christina at Classical but Relevant. Thanks.